Hi, I'm Heidi Johansson, and welcome to Galas and Giving, Shaw TV's spotlight on local charity events. The incredible Winspear Centre is host to this Create the Change Masterpiece Gala in support of the Kidney Foundation. Proceeds fund innovative kidney research, organ donation, and support those persons living with the challenges of chronic kidney disease. This inaugural event is inspiring our city to be a part of the change. Raising awareness and making an impact. Two goals the Kidney Foundation strive to achieve tonight at this first-of-its-kind event.
We didn't have an event that really showcased everything that we did, and I wanted to bring the many faces of kidney disease and the various causes within the kidney disease realm that we support, from educational bursaries to short-term funding like medicine and groceries and gas cards, as well as promoting organ donation, our screening programs that we run, the dialysis project. I mean, there's so many things.
An organization that wears this many hats depends heavily on their volunteer force in order to achieve their objectives, one of which is to provide the best possible care to patients with kidney disease near and far.
When we go and actually reach out to, we go to Yellowknife. Next year we're making our way finally to Iqaluit, but again, in all surrounding areas, we bring the community together with us because it takes more than one person to be able to achieve success and to be able to impact the change that we're looking for to the kidney patients that we serve.
Many volunteers, such as Kori Wray, are here this evening giving back to an organization that is tirelessly fighting to find a cure.
My dad had kidney disease and he had been suffering from it for the last 10 years. And so every day we went into the hospital, and this last year we actually spent 200 hours there and 150 last year. So it was always rush, rush, go, go. We felt like we had cat lives almost, because my dad would keep on going on because he wasn't going to let this get the best of him. So it was important, even with his passing, for us to continue on the journey and to tell the rest of the story and perhaps help someone else that needed the care that we could give them just by being inspirational or a helping hand.
A helping hand is exactly what Elliot Ross received from the foundation and his family after receiving a kidney donation from his uncle. For Ross, the forecast calls for a bright future.
So the biggest part for me is knowing that there is hope, which I derive from having a kidney available to me. So just by knowing the more people that donate their kidneys, sign their donor cards, speak to their health professionals, make sure that they are okay to donate, which is most people, it inspires a lot of people experiencing kidney issues to find that hope, find that inner strength, and put themselves in the driver's seat.
Let's meet a couple of other organ recipients as videographer Alexa McLean explores the life-changing gift of organ donation.
Do you think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs next year?
Depends.
24-year-old Ray and his father Reggie love basketball. It's one of the bonds they share in life. Another is the gift of life, something Ray gave to Reggie when he donated one of his kidneys to him.
My dad needed a kidney transplant, and it became apparent when his kidney function came down to about 2%.
Together, their family started looking for a donor. Shortly after, Ray discovered he was a match.
At the time, I was 22 years old, and there were a lot of questions looming on my mind, how that affect my physical activity, given that I was such a young age, how that affect the rest of my life. But at the same time, it was a really easy decision for me because given that it's my father.
The surgery was a success on both ends, and Reggie now enjoys a healthy life with his family.
From my dad's perspective, his energy level has increased dramatically. He's able to play basketball every Sunday as he used to.
Bob Butcher is another life-saving transplant story. This husband, father, and grandfather needed a liver or he wasn't going to survive.
Your doctor says you're going to need a transplant. We sat down and looked at it, and we realized that we had to go on a list. And we also realized that a lot of people that are on the list don't make it.
Bob was one of the lucky ones. A month into the wait, he and his wife Marion received a phone call.
My wife answered the phone, and it was 5 in the morning on a long weekend in May on a Saturday, and she says, "I think this is for you."
10 years later, Bob is alive and well. For Go, I'm Alexa McLean.
While patients wait for an organ transplant, their days are spent on dialysis, averaging 4 hours per day, 3 times a week. Kinesiologist for the dialysis unit at the University of Alberta Hospital, Ivana Gabras, walks us through an important component that provides both mental and physical well-being for the patients.
We also have resistance training exercises, so that varies everything from ankle weights to dumbbells to bands, as well as some manual dexterity. Patients who have weakened hand dexterity, they can improve their strength by some of the hand mesh webs.
This is an evening displaying the vast efforts of the organization and the services provided to people with kidney disease. It is with hope that each guest leaves here enlightened.
So far from what I've seen, they're gaining education, they're becoming interactive, they'll take that knowledge as they go back into their homes, into the communities, into one-on-one conversations to really increase organ donation and what kidney disease is and the impacts that every person can make. So I thank everyone that's been able to attend.
Showcased in the beautiful foyer of the Windspear is the mural for change. Each small piece coming together to create 2 hands and a flower. Its impact will bring hope and inspiration to patients when displayed in the dialysis unit at the University of Alberta Hospital.
Most of the tiles were done by professional artists through the mural mosaic, but some of the tiles were done by dialysis patients. Some of them was done by someone who actually donated his kidney. Another one is a transplant recipient, and we're saving 4 of the tiles for the kidney kids, the pediatric patients.
From the selection of fine foods to the silent auction items, the night concluded with a performance from Orlando Martinez of Fiesta Cubana. The guests, well, the ladies, were more than ready to get into the spirit of the evening with the schooling in the art and romance of salsa. Tonight has been a passion project for Robles, raising awareness to the fact that up to 40% of Canadians waiting for a kidney will never get one or will die waiting. So here is an important message she'd like to share.
Sign the back of your organ card and talk to your family about your wishes. And now Alberta has a registry, myhealthalberta.ca. Go online, fill out that form, become an organ donor, but more importantly, start telling other people about it. It's lived in this black box for too long. It is time for us to realize that chronic kidney disease has many faces, and each one person can make an impact to 8 lives once they move on, and like I said, live life to the fullest and then pass it on.
A total of $30,000 was raised, with each of the 200 guests in attendance being part of the change, contributing their unique piece to this masterful event. So amazing to share in this Masterpiece Gala. For more information on this cause and the life-changing work of the Kidney Foundation, go to kidney.ab.ca. And if you would like Shaw TV to cover your event, email us at galasandgiving@shaw.ca. From the Windspear Center, I'm Heidi Johansson. Hair services for Galas and Giving is sponsored by Raw Beauty Inc., with medical facial aesthetics sponsored by External Affairs Medical Spa.